Just what I thought. These people call the police and they run down here. They run down here to this gas station.
Officer 0000000 is recording. Recording started.
Now mind you, this Martin gas station, these police work for this gas station. Now the young lady who runs and owns this gas station pays these police officers off. She uses them at her discretion. At their discretion. Listen to this, how they pay these officers off. Now the gentleman just walked up here. This is the officer just left. This is the owner right here, fabricating. She's paying these guys off to do security work. Now, she uses the homeless to clean up her gas station. She's in a bulletproof glass. This is the gas station we're at. He keeps looking out here. This is the most phoniest thing I've seen. This is how she keeps the homeless away from her when she doesn't need them. But she's using them to clean up her gas station. Here's another one. But they can't come down and enforce the laws of dumping and stuff, but they can come down here and enforce the laws where they're getting paid by corporations. We didn't see not one police car today, but now they run to these corporations. He don't run on down the street. Now we have the sergeant. Car 356. This is where the taxpayers are paying for in this town. To come out here and do police for these corporations and big businesses. This is car 355, 307. He's gonna sit here and do security work. The gentleman they're looking for is sitting right over there. But she wants to make, cause a homeless guy came back and probably said something to her. She wants to get all irate. But these guys work for this gas station. Make no doubt about it. On the taxpayers' dollars, they're riding around working for Sunoco and Martin, these gas stations. We didn't see the police all day long, and now they're patrolling New Hampshire Avenue as though it's some kind of crime scene. And because the woman claims to be so irate and he's picking up a paycheck, let me show you what he's going to do. He's going to sit here. He's doing security work. Make no doubt about it. He's not waiting on nobody. He's doing security work for this gas station. And he's receiving a paycheck for sitting right there in the people's car, wearing the people's uniform, and burning up the people's gas. Now, this gas station can afford a security officer, but this is their security officer right here, the Takoma Park Police Department. Make no doubt about it. This is the same officer that took off earlier, and now he's back. He was getting ready to park earlier, now he's parked. Every individual can call 911 for service, but he sits here until she closes this gas station. And the taxpayers are paying for it with their car, with their gas, with their uniform, instead of them hiring a security officer. That's the owner right there. She uses the homeless to clean up. The gentleman there's a homeless individual to clean up her gas station. And she uses Takoma Park to secure it. And the taxpayers should have a problem with this. This man, this officer should be in the neighborhood patrolling all the taxpayers' neighborhood. But he's stationed here because he receives a paycheck from this gas station, which is on 6400 New Hampshire Avenue in Takoma Park, Maryland. And they do this every night. Every night, these police cars are down here. At this gas station and at Sunoco. They're securing these gas stations. This is his post tonight until they close this gas station. And believe me when I tell you, he's receiving a paycheck from this gas station and from Sunoco to secure both of these gas stations. And he's receiving his welfare check from the taxpayers. And he's sitting in the taxpayer's car, burning up the taxpayer's gas, and he's wearing the taxpayer's uniform while he secures this billion-dollar gas station company when they can hire their own security force to do it. Chief, this is an illegal act, a conflict of interest. His interest now is to make sure whoever comes onto this property does whatever these people say, whether they're committing a crime or not. And that's a conflict of interest because they could just be here to buy something. If she doesn't like them, she can tell this officer to get them off the property. A conflict of interest. And she gets unbelievable. If this gas station had a crime, the number is still 911 to call for police service. But she doesn't have to because they're sitting right outside her door. This officer is receiving a paycheck from the taxpayers and from this gas station. But the funny thing, he's on duty for the taxpayers. And this is where he is until she locks those doors up. And she pays him to do that while in uniform and getting paid by the taxpayers. His job is to patrol the neighborhoods of Takoma Park, Maryland, not sit at this gas station. Chief and the city council and the mayor, you all should have a problem with this. This man is receiving a paycheck from the taxpayers to sit and guard a corporation, a billion-dollar corporation, who can hire their own security guards and even buy a security car for their officers to sit in to enforce security for their gas station. But instead, corruption gets to have one of Takoma Park's police cars sitting on the property while he's sucking the taxpayers dry. If that ain't corruption, I don't know what is. And taxpayers of Takoma Park, you all should be up in arms about this. You're paying this officer to patrol your neighborhoods, and instead he sits at a billion-dollar company securing it. But yet and still, just a block away, we have crime afoot, illegal parking, illegal dumping. The only difference is we're not paying him to do his job. Let me rephrase that. We're not going to pay him extra money to do his job like this gas station is going to do. I'm pretty sure there's a telephone in this gas station. I'm pretty sure the owner knows how to dial 911. She called him to get here, and she can do it again. This officer does not need to sit here, but he does because he's getting paid by this gas station to secure it. He stays here until she closes up. This goes on every night. As you see, every night this goes on for this gas station. And the Sunoco, they have their own little private security force. We're at 6400 New Hampshire Avenue. The Martin gas station, who waters down their gas and raise their prices. They have a security car already here. Now this car is a security car, but there's no guard in it. It sits there all the time. I don't know if they're repairing it or not, but it's drivable because it usually sits up here at the front. But now they have Takoma Park, who comes down here every night and close out this gas station, and then comes and sit at the Sunoco, getting paid off of the taxpayers' dollars and receiving money from this gas station. A conflict of interest. And it should be illegal for police officers to work in the taxpayer's car receiving the taxpayers' paycheck and burning up the people's gas. Citizens pay this officer to patrol their neighborhoods and not sit at big corporations. But this is what they do in this little town. And they couldn't even catch the guy that just came to the door because he's been sitting over there by the Popeyes. This is the clown police force that they have in this town. Now, they ran all the way down here to catch a guy, and I don't know what he did because I saw him walk up to the door and then he left and walked back, and he was sitting over there when they pulled up. And they can't catch Corona even if it jumped on them. But all they're good for is doing what he's doing right now. Securing big corporation. And he does that by keeping his red and blue lights on. That's all he's good for. Oh, and harassing law-abiding citizens. Writing up fictitious police reports so that the prosecutors and the judges can dismiss them. Now, mind you, or raping 16-year-olds, which one of their officers was charged with. Or covering up shootings by other law enforcement individuals. They need to do away with these little town security forces. They harass immigrants. That's why they hang down at Langley Park. And then they come and cipher money from big corporations by sitting up here doing security work. What good are they? He's here protecting one gas station while on duty. Come on, Chief, City Council, and Mayor of Takoma Park. One gas station your officer is protecting, and he's picking up a paycheck from the town people to secure and protect one gas station. Listen to this. Speeding up and down New Hampshire Avenue while the officer sits at the gas station. citizens of Takoma Park, you all should have a problem with this. You're paying this man's salary to just sit here at this billion-dollar business gas station. With all the money they have, they can hire their own security guard and get their own security car and have him sit where this man, which you are paying for when they raise your taxes to secure this gas station. You should be mad about that. You pay this dude to ride around and keep your neighborhoods secure, and all he secures is this gas station. I would have a problem with that. I would make it known to the mayor, the chief, and the city council. If it doesn't stop, it's time to get rid of all of them. But this goes on throughout the United States with these town and police officers. No police officer should be working or moonlighting in the people's car, burning up the people's gas while wearing the people's uniform. If he wants to do this in his own personal car, that's fine. But don't put the uniform on. Don't drive around in the car. And the sad part, he's on duty. Make no mistake about it. This police officer here is on duty, receiving an hourly salary from the taxpayers of Takoma Park. And all he's doing is sitting here at a gas station, the leisure of the owner of this gas station and this billion-dollar company. This shit is crazy. That our people keep allowing this kind of activity to happen with law enforcement. His job is not to secure private businesses. His job is to secure the public areas throughout the town of Takoma Park, Maryland. And people of Takoma Park, you should have a problem with that and voice it to your government. So I'm going to sign off on this one because he's going to be here until she closes. It's getting cold as shit out here. But again, to the taxpayers of Takoma Park, Maryland, this officer is on duty. And he's sitting on private property, which is this gas station, securing it while he's on duty. Picking up a paycheck from the taxpayers, and he's receiving money from this business. And you all should have a problem with that. We'll be back here tomorrow, same time, same situation, and we may even find another one because we've been notified that they're securing other corporations and businesses around Takoma Park, and we're going to show them to you. This is an illegal act while this individual is in that uniform in the people's car and on duty. Stay tuned.